I need to tell you something, and I need you to really hear me. That thing you're chasing right now, the career, the validation, the version of yourself you think you need to become before you can finally rest, it's not going to give you what you think it will. My name is Robert. I'm 77 years old, and I spent 50 years running towards something that was never going to fill the hole I was trying to fill. 50 years! That's most of a life. So sit with me for a few minutes, because what took me half a century to understand, I'm going to try to tell you right now, and maybe you won't waste as much time as I did. We all do this. We tell ourselves, I'll be happy when I get the promotion, when I pay off the house, when people finally see me the way I want to be seen. I said that my whole life. And you know what? I got the promotion. I paid off the house. People respected me. But the feeling I was chasing never came. Because here's what nobody tells you. When you get the thing, there's always another thing. The finish line moves. You think you're almost there, and then you look up, and it's further away than it was when you started. I spent 50 years running toward a finish line that didn't exist. Let me tell you something about myself that I'm not proud of. I grew up poor, not starving, but poor enough to know it. My father worked at a factory his whole life, came home every night with his hands beat up and his back bent, and people still looked at him like he was nothing. I watched that. I was maybe 10 years old, and I made myself a promise. That's not going to be me. I'm going to be somebody. So that's what I did. I worked. 60, 70 hours a week sometimes. Missed dinners, missed my kids growing up, missed baseball games, birthdays, bedtime stories. But I was building something. I was becoming somebody. By the time I was 52, I had the corner office. My name was on the door. People called me sir. And I felt nothing. No, that's not true. I felt empty. Like I'd climbed this mountain, and when I got to the top, there was nothing there, just another mountain. I remember sitting in that office one afternoon, door closed, looking out the window, and thinking, this is it. This is what I gave up everything for. Took me another 20 years to understand what happened. I wasn't chasing money. I wasn't chasing titles or respect. I was chasing a feeling. I wanted to feel like I was enough, like I mattered, like I was worthy of being here. And I thought if I just achieved enough, if I just climbed high enough, I'd finally feel it. But you can't get that feeling from a job title. You can't get it from a paycheck. You can't get it from people calling you sir. That feeling, the feeling of being enough, I could have given that to myself the whole time. I didn't need anyone's permission. I didn't need to earn it. I just needed to decide. Decide that I was worthy, that I mattered, that I was enough, exactly as I was. I could have done that at 25. I did it at 73. That's 48 years I wasted trying to earn something that was already mine. Same thing happened with my marriage. Different story. Same mistake. I thought if I provided enough, if I gave my wife the house, the cars, the security, she'd be happy. That was my job, right? Provide. So I provided. I provided the hell out of that marriage. But you know what she actually wanted? She wanted me there, present, listening, in the room with her. And I wasn't. I was at work, or thinking about work, or too tired from work to be any kind of company. She told me once, I remember this clear as anything, she said, Robert, I don't need the money. I need you. I need you to look at me. I need you to be here. And I didn't understand. I thought I was being there. I was paying the bills, wasn't I? Took me a long time to understand the difference between providing for someone and being present with someone. They're not the same thing, not even close. I'm 77 years old now. Most of my friends are around my age, some older, some younger. A few of them are gone already. And I've noticed something. The ones who are miserable, they're still chasing, still comparing, still keeping score. I've got a friend who's 84 years old, and he's still mad that his neighbor has a nicer car. 84! Still looking over the fence, still measuring himself against other people, and he's miserable. I've got another friend, she's 79. All she talks about is what she doesn't have. Her knees hurt, her kids don't call enough, her pension isn't big enough. Everything is a complaint. She's been unhappy as long as I've known her, and she's going to be unhappy until the day she dies, because she's still waiting for something outside of her to change so she can finally be okay. But then I've got other friends, and these people, I don't know how to describe it. They've got something, a lightness, a peace. They're not trying to prove anything to anyone. They're not keeping score. They're just here, present, curious, enjoying what's in front of them. My friend Earl, he's 86, and this man is the happiest person I know. He doesn't have much, little apartment, fixed income, health isn't great, but he wakes up every morning grateful. He's always learning something new, reading something, asking questions. He told me once, "Robert, I spent 60 years trying to be somebody. Now I'm just trying to be here, and it's so much better." That's the difference. It's not money, it's not health, it's not even family, though that helps. It's whether you've made peace with yourself, whether you've stopped chasing and started being. You want to know what real freedom feels like? It's not having a bunch of money. I've got friends with money who are trapped in their own heads, worried about everything, can't enjoy anything. Real freedom is when the things that used to bother you don't bother you anymore. When someone says something nasty and it rolls off you. When you're not walking around needing everyone to like you. When you can look in the mirror, see a 77-year-old man looking back and say, "Yeah, that's me, and I'm okay with that." Real freedom is not needing anything outside of you to be okay inside of you. And that takes most people a lifetime to figure out. Some people never figure it out. They die still chasing, still waiting, still thinking happiness is around the next corner. Here's the trap, and I want you to really understand this. You think once you get the thing, you'll be satisfied, but you won't. There's always another thing. I paid off my house when I was 58, thought I'd feel free, thought I'd finally relax. You know what happened? I started worrying about the next thing. Retirement savings, health care costs. What if the market crashes? What if this? What if that? The fear didn't leave when my life got better. The fear just found something new to attach itself to. And that's when I realized something important. The fear doesn't leave when your life gets better. The fear leaves when you change. When you decide you're okay right now, today, with everything exactly as it is. You're enough. You hear me? You're already enough. You don't have to prove it. You don't have to earn it. You just have to accept it. I'm 77 years old. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've chased a lot of wrong things. I've wasted a lot of time. But the one thing I know for sure is this. Everything you're looking for is already inside you. You just have to stop running long enough to notice. If this meant something to you, share it with somebody who's grinding themselves into dust, chasing something that's never going to make them whole. And tell me in the comments, what's your "I'll be happy when"? What are you waiting for?
What would change if you just decided you were enough right now?